The Melbourne Book Market is held on Saturdays and Sundays at the Queen Victoria Market. I'd been there a few times with friends just to browse books and buy books. As you can see, I have lots of books here. Some of them, yeah, I did buy from the Melbourne Book Market. But I'd also met authors, especially self-published authors, and also illustrators who would hold stalls and stands, and they would sell their books, they would sell their works, and they just talk to the public, talk to the community. And of course, they'd be able to take autonomy over their book, over their work, and they'd be able to sell it to people. Sign copies, you know, things like that. And that really interested me as a self-published author. I published a book last year in 2020 with two other writers, Jay the author and RC Waldun. This is it here. It's a book about Melbourne, it's a book about the people living on the streets, it's about strangers, it's about three writers, which is the three of us, Jay, RC Waldun and I, and how we came together, how we became friends, and how we met the people on the street and how they changed us. And so that's what this book is, and we wanted to sell it at the Melbourne Book Market. The problem was, Jay is no longer in Australia, he's currently in Europe. And so because he's gone, it was just RC Waldun and I. So we reached out to one of the organisers of the Melbourne Book Market and they agreed we could hold a stand there. Little did we know there was going to be a lot of organising. From ordering copies of the book, to paying for the table that we would be sitting at, to just the little bits and pieces like buying a wooden easel stand so we could have copies on display.
Preparation work for the book market.
All the hard stuff, it's now.
So I'm just over here trying to work out the poster on that stand, and he's here coming up with a checklist.
I also had a zine that I had just published and we wanted to be able to stock this as well. I had made some postcard poems because I go around Melbourne putting my poems up on the streets for people to read, and so I wanted to be able to sell some of these postcards as well. We also brought a typewriter with us so that I could do some spontaneous poetry kind of inspired by people, so they would give me a prompt and I would write them an instant poem and I would give them the poem. It was just a way of basically us trying to put ourselves out there to the Melbourne community, meet some new people, and also sell copies of our books, of our zines, of my poems, and it was fantastic, you know, it was great fun.
Go so that we can be set up by 9 or at 9 or whatever. Uber to the Queen Vic. We're not walking. Who's gonna carry what? I'm gonna call it right now.
I'm gonna carry the typewriter because I'm edgy.
I don't think there's going to be much for seating.
No. So it's a day of standing.
That's going to be fun.
Yep. This is like the book side.
If you want to type poems, you'd want a chair, wouldn't you?
So we've just set up our stand at the Queen Vic Market, Book Market, and we've realised we don't have chairs. So Robin and I are on a mission. We're going through every alleyway we can find to find milk crates to sit on, which still hurt your ass, but it's better than standing. Hello. Let me take you through to the market stall that we have here today. We have some zine. This is a zine, and it's my zine. We have some poems. Do you like poems? Have one, take it.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
This is great.
We have a book. This is what we're really here for. We're here for the book. It's called...
What is it?
Sounds like a Charles Dickens book. The point is we're here, so hurry the fuck up and get here.
And today we're going to talk about the tale to this city. It is ridiculous because I'm sitting here and I don't know what I'm talking about. There's a skull in this book somewhere. And it is your job to find the exact paragraph where the skull is mentioned. It's a treasure hunt. Anyhow, we're here back at the market. We're here doing like freaking wax stamps and everything else. We got some poetry collection happening. We got some books happening here. Got a skull here going on. And we have a typewriter going on here too. And we got a great statue here going on. Jaidyn's got some zines happening here. And I look like their lawyer. And I am their lawyer. I keep them out of trouble. That's why you need to find a skull to keep everyone out of trouble.
Story about the typewriter.
It's not mine. Stole it. I killed the man for it.
Oh, who'd you kill? Who'd you kill?
His name is Francois, and this is his, and I killed him and stole his typewriter. I killed him with my typewriter, which is 3 times as heavy. That's why I didn't bring it. I haven't got the blood out yet.
The beginning of the day at the market was slow. It was rather quiet, it was a rather cold, rainy day. Our first customer was a man with a broken arm who wanted me to type up a birthday card for his wife. We had one woman who couldn't speak English, so she gave us some bananas to tell us that she was thankful for what we were doing at the market.
Hello, how's it going? My name is Jean-Pierre from Quebec, and I'm selling books.
Eventually, we had some people taking an interest in our stand. Some people wanted to buy poems, some people were interested in buying our book. We sold some copies of zines, but really it was just fun getting to know people, getting to talk to people, to explain our book to them, to tell them what, our movement was about, to tell them what we get up to on our day-to-day basis as young Melburnian writers and street poets.
Hey, I want to show you something today.
So, how are we going?
Going pretty well so far. Everyone likes it when they see me on the typewriter.
Yeah.
They love it.
That's the
They
attraction.
love it.
Yeah.
They can hear it. It's the soundtrack of my life. The whole... Love it.
I was incredibly grateful for the opportunity we had at the Melbourne Book Market, and I really hope that we get a chance to go again. I'd actually like to make it a rather regular thing, because I really enjoyed myself. It was actually one of the best days I've had in a long time, so I really hope we get to go back. When things got a little quiet, we got to browse through the book market. I looked through all the books and bought myself a few because I felt like I deserved it. I mean, I'm a published author here, I should be able to buy as many books as I like. And it was a lovely way for the day to calm down before it was time for us to go. But the day came to an end rather quickly and it was time for us to leave. And we had to lug all of this heavy stuff with us back to Robin's apartment.